Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to FitStan. My name is Parag and today I'm going to be taking you through some of the pros and cons that we have gathered up with our experiencing growing our home gym through this pandemic. But first, we want to take you through what is really necessary in order for you to make this decision. And we've narrowed them down to a few that's going to help you with your consideration of a home gym. So make sure you do not go anywhere and stick around for the entire video so that you can make an informed decision based on our experience. Because ultimately, we want you to make a good decision that's going to last you a long time. Okay, so stick around. Alright, so let's get started. The first pro is going to be saving money. I'm sure that's on the top of everybody's mind, especially during this pandemic. How much money can I save? Well, in a home gym, you're not going to be going to a gym to work out, so you're going to be saving money on gym membership, the added fees that comes along with it, and also the gas and travel time. If you do drive or take the bus or take Uber or anything like that, you're going to end up paying more money than what it actually costs to go ahead and operate a home gym. Okay? Second, you're going to be having a lot of time left over because having a home gym is saving a lot of time because one, you're not driving to the gym, okay? It's the convenience of your own home, and plus you're not waiting, okay? You have everybody that is here that wants to work out with you at this home. Third, 24/7 access, 7 days a week, and you don't have to even make an appointment like what gyms are making you do now. I have the comfort of just saying, hey, I'm stressed out right now. I need to lay off some steam, so I come right to the gym, which is inside my garage, okay? Number 4, no lines or distractions. Guess what? Every time you go to the gym, there's gonna be an equipment out there and you're gonna have to wait in line for it. And that can be kind of frustrating when you're out there trying to just get an exercise on. So that's a little discouraging, to say the least, so keep that in mind. The next pro is going to be, you guessed it, you're at the comfort of your own home. And like I said before, this is very valuable because you can just get up, put on your sweats without no judgment from anybody else, and come get your workout done, pre-workout, post-workout, anytime that you want to, because you're at the comfort of your own home. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. The next one is less germs. And that's a big one, you guys, especially during this pandemic. And now, what's the added issue is the flu season. Everybody's getting sick now, everybody's coughing, sneezing. So we want to make sure that we're somewhere safe. And part of that is being in a place where you have control over cleanliness, how clean it is, and how much effort you put into cleaning. And think about this, you guys. How many people out there are nasty, who have warts on their fingers, and they're just like eager to grab onto handlebars and just sweating because they're really into that workout. And then guess what? We can't trust them to wipe their own stuff out. I'm not going to trust them. So what do? Hey man, when you're at home, you check your hands, you ain't got no warts, right? So you feel free to grab onto that machine, all right? Well, that's what we do here. So on the bright side of that, and on a serious note, guys, germs, no go. Especially during this pandemic, we want to be safe and we want to protect ourselves, okay? And the last one that we came up with our experience of our home gym, was very important to us is family involvement. Getting our family involved with this, especially our kids that are growing up. We're trying to take them away from the video games and all the stuff that's very negative for them and get them introduced to a physical activity. And this is a great way to get them involved because what they do is what they see. All right, you guys? So now, after we went through the pros, we're going to get started on the cons, which is right here. The first one is going to be limited equipment. Because you're going into a gym and you're purchasing just bare basic equipment that fits your need, you're not going to be able to have a variety of machines and exercises to work with, which is going to make you have to think a little bit more, which is not fine, and you're going to get discouraged, okay? The second one is going to be limited space. Because you're operating either out a small room or a small garage, which in our case we have a 2-car small garage standard size, we barely had any room to fit all these stuff in here. As you can see, it's not congested, but you have to really be careful working your way around here because it can get kind of dangerous due to the limited space. And the other thing that sucks is if you rely heavily on parking your vehicles inside your garage, you can count that thing out. Okay, so the other thing that we wanted to recommend, maybe you have space inside your house. You can also do that. We've seen our friends and family do that, and that's been working out for them also. Okay, so keep that in mind. The next con we'll go through is variable temperature. Right now is mid-November, and I'll tell you right now, when we start our workouts at 4:30 in the morning, it gets really chilly here in California, especially during the winter hours and the morning wee hours of the morning. Okay, so we have heaters now that can help us out, and we have fans that can help us out also when we are excessively sweaty. So you have to think about that too. Oftentimes these garages do not come with air conditioners, but you can also alleviate that problem by having a home gym inside your one of your rooms inside the home. Next, the other con that we came up with is, guess what you guys, when you buy all your equipment, you have the sole responsibility of caring for all your equipment. That means wiping your equipment down. We come in here and we sweep and mop once a week to make sure that there's no germs in here and keep it as clean as possible, because cleanliness is going to be the key to your success, especially during the pandemic. Okay, so moving along right now, and we hope that you're enjoying this, so stick around because we have a lot of helpful tips that you might need if you're considering this home gym. Stick around, guys. The next con that we have is the cost of getting started. For us, it was a big chunk of change to get this whole thing started into where we wanted the equipment that we liked and everything that was required for our training program. So you're gonna have to think about your budget. How much is this actually gonna cost? Is this gonna break or make you? We do not want this to break you because it's gonna ruin your finances and you're not gonna be happy with the gym, because if you gotta pay more than you owe, and that can be a mess. So the next one's gonna be obviously no personal trainers. Well, it's obvious that you're gonna be working by yourself and you're not gonna have anybody teaching you what to do. So that's where we step in, you guys. So don't forget to tell your friends, right, to comment, like, share, and subscribe, you guys. We're here to help everybody else. So pass the word out. And also, if you want us to follow how you're doing on your form and how your workouts are going, please follow us on Instagram. We're at FitStem. You can find us easy. Just type in FITSTEM and follow along. That's all we're asking. The next con is gonna be, there's no social friends, you guys. All you guys are gonna be working out with is just your family that is here at your home. So if you're looking for social interaction, if you're looking for a buddy to go to with the gym to work out, to kind of motivate each other, you can kind of go ahead and throw that out the bag because of social distancing and COVID-19 pandemic. So you're not going to be expecting to really hang out with your friends, because the gyms now are going to make it more challenging than ever to be close together. So like I said, the 6 feet social distancing rule is going to make it kind of hard for you to socialize with your friends. We're not saying that that's completely impossible. We're saying that it's going to take an added effort for you to do so. So that's why we label it as a con. We wrapped up all the pros and cons, you guys. We got more for you. Stick around till the end, and we're gonna get ready to go into the 3 subjects that is imperative for you to think about or even consider before you even step into buying a home gym. Now that we went through the pros and cons based upon our experience of creating this home gym, we want to go ahead and talk about, is the home gym decision right for you? So first of all, we want to make sure that your level of commitment is there. We want to make sure that you're going to be exercising and having the discipline to get your butt out from your house onto the gym in your garage. Okay, so make sure that you're committed on this. I know that sometimes we get motivated and we make hasty decisions based on our motivation, but our commitment level is not there. So real quick, I'm gonna tell you a real good story about the time when I met my doctor at the hospital. I went in for a quick checkup and I was talking to him about how I'm inspired about making my fitness journey, eating healthy, doing these things that are uncomfortable for my health. Well, long story short, it turns out that the doctor was really interested about what I was doing. So at the tail end of it, because he was so inspired, he came up to me and he said, "Hey, I have a home gym at home, but I don't have time to use it. And I'm sure that this is a conversation that many of you are having with yourselves out there. Again, we want to reiterate the fact that you have to have the commitment to being there 24 hours a day, because this is your home gym and you cannot back down and give up on this. Second of all, we want to know what your experience level is. Okay? Oftentimes, we make a decision and not even know how to properly move forward. One example is my level of experience versus somebody who's just started. Now, I'm not the best in the world, I'm not the most knowledgeable in the world, but I know where to find the information. Asking yourself this question would be very beneficial. What is my current experience in terms of my fitness level? Do I need to get a full-on gym like this? Or would it make it more sense to get a couple of stations where I'm gonna work up to it and build upon your gym? Okay? So it ends up on you asking yourself that question. Do I have enough experience to get this amount of stuff? Because if you are overwhelmed with the stuff that you buy, not only are you wasting money, you're also wasting your energy. And if you're not experienced, you're gonna give up before you even start. Okay? The next one is gonna be ensuring that you're gonna have stability. Stability in the home that you're living in. If you have plans to move 2 years, 3 years down the line, it doesn't make sense really to get a home gym like this, because at the time when you're about to move, you're gonna have to make this extra decision. Do I sell? Do I call the people to come haul this out? Is my equipment gonna get damaged while doing so? How much extra money is this gonna cost? So these are a bunch of problems that you're gonna have to encounter when you're actually thinking about getting a home gym. And on top of that, because of this pandemic, you gotta ask yourself, are the gyms open? Are they open at this time, and are they able to serve me? And do I have to wear personal protective equipment? Am I gonna be required to wear a mask every time I work out? For some people, it's okay. For me personally, I do not like that stuff on my nose, contracting my breathing, especially when it comes to working out intensively like we do here at FitStep. Okay? So ask yourself these questions. Do I want to be distant from my friends while working out? And what I'm hearing now is that gyms are allowing only so much time. I mean, granted, you don't need much time to work out and get a good pump, but you want to have the luxury of being unrushed, having the feeling of not being rushed in and out of the gym, because that nobody wants to do that. Okay? And so that's it, you guys. Those are the questions that you're going to have to ask yourself prior to making this decision. All right, you guys, I know we went through a lot of information. Thank you so much for sticking with us this long. I know there was a lot of value into it, and you guys can also feel free to just rewind back and watch this whenever you want. Okay, but right now I'm gonna give you a bonus like we promised, and I'm gonna tell you why we chose to create our own dream home gym. Number one, because during this lockdown, all the gyms around us were closed. Everybody started shutting down. And for me, having so much passion and so much heart and soul into fitness, it was devastating for me. It was devastating, to say the least, that I couldn't go and work out on myself. Okay, so in the beginning, we started to be creative, and we worked out outside and went to the park and did so much outside. Well, that can only give you so much. Okay, if you're into bodybuilding and into fitness like we are and wanting to grow, then you need the proper equipment to get you there. Number two, we saw what this road was going. The pandemic was getting crazy, everything was getting locked down, and we wanted to protect ourselves. Not only us, but our little kids at home. We didn't want to go to the gym, contract a whole bunch of germs, not knowingly coming back and going ahead and giving it to our children. So that's one of the main safety reasons why we picked it. Number three, as you can see, we've turned this gym into an oasis of paradise. This is where we come and vent our anger, kind of have the privacy to do whatever the hell we want. And it's so liberating because you have to answer to no one, except for the house owner, which is us. So it's gonna be like YouTube. You don't have to answer to nobody. You can get into the workout anytime you want to, and you can rely on yourself. Self-reliant is more important through this lockdown than ever. Don't rely on other people outside. Rely on the stuff that you have for yourself. So I talked about most of the short-term benefits of having a home gym. one of the long-term benefits that we were able to discuss with our partners here was that this turned into what you're watching today. We're providing awesome content to people out there that has questions, much like we did, but we didn't know where to turn to. So this is an avenue, this is a channel for all you folks that have questions about anything that has to do with fitness, fitness equipment, fitness knowledge. Please come on, send me your questions. Please, please, please subscribe if you haven't had a chance to. Share with your friends, comment. I want to hear what you guys are talking about. If you have any suggestions as to cons or pros that we haven't touched about. Because like I said, these are the pros and cons that we've had experience on. And if you have some light that you can shed on us for other cons and pros that everybody else in the world can use as benefit, please share with us. We'll be looking forward. We don't judge anybody. Please, if you have something to say, please share it with us. We can only get better from here. So thank you so much for tuning into this one. We'll see you next time.